Hi, this is Lauren Fogelman at ExpertSportsPerformance.com, working with highly driven, motivated athletes on being cool, calm, and confident under pressure for consistent winning results. Today's topic is getting rapid sports performance gains without any additional time spent training. Have you ever been in those moments where you could use a quick boost and you would just love anything to be able to help you get more energy, improve your performance, improve the outcomes of your event? I think we've all been there, but we want to go with the things that are legal, not going to mess with our systems, and that we know works. Well, the one thing that I know works with the athletes that I'm working with has to do with their mindset, has to do with their mental game, and the amount of emphasis that your thoughts has on your performance. There's a direct correlation. So what I use with my athletes when they have those moments where they need that gain, they need to get out of their own way, and the time is of the essence, is we use the emotional freedom techniques, or what's known as EFT. And I want to show you why that is my number one technique that I go to when we need to get immediate results. First of all, it's fast. You can get immediate results in a matter of minutes. No extra effort required. Also, it's flexible. It means that you can do it on your own, anytime and anywhere. And the third, it is free. No cost involved. You don't have to buy any special instruments, gauges, anything whatsoever. You can do it anytime you want, anywhere you want, and there's no cost involved. How cool is that? Recently, I was working with a steeplechase track and field athlete, and she had come to a performance plateau, just wasn't getting the results that she wanted. As she continued to move through her season and saw that she just had hit this wall and wasn't seeing any gains, it was starting to really chip away at her confidence. It was really bugging her. She started to begin to have doubts about what was going to happen, and nobody likes being in a plateau. They're not a lot of fun. So what we did is we used the emotional freedom techniques to help shift her energy around it. So instead of trying to focus on the problem, she was able to see the opportunities. These are some of the steps that I would like you to take when you're using EFT to be able to help with those mindset boosts that you can use so you can immediately get some results for yourself. First of all, identify one or two distracting thoughts. Let's start with one at a time. What is the biggest distracting thought that you have that you would just like to get off the banks? After that, influence. Now, is there a previous experience that you had that maybe ties into that distracting thought? And every time you think about it, boy, it just kind of brings it up all over again. And that's where you need to investigate a little bit deeper. What exactly threw you off? When you were in that moment and you had that bad experience, what was it about that bad experience that threw you off? Because it probably wasn't the entire experience, but it was probably one specific part. So once you investigate it, then you need to isolate it and get as specific as possible about that experience, what it was that threw you off, what it means to you, and how it's getting in your way now. So those are the steps to go through for yourself if you want to take one of those distracting thoughts, get it off the table so you can have one of those immediate performance boosts. Let's go through EFT together to see how it can work for you. What I'd like you to think about is, once again, what's the distracting thought that you had? And get as specific as possible as to what it is about it that comes up for you. That's what we did with the steeplechase athlete I was working with, is we were looking at the overall fact that she hit this performance slump, she wasn't getting results, and what specifically came up for her is that she loves to be able to win and see herself chip away at her time over and over again, continuing to see gains. And she wasn't having those gains, so it brought up some doubt about herself and her capabilities. And it was the doubt that she didn't like. She wasn't used to not being anything but first. So what is it for you that comes up? And once you think about that specific thought, go ahead and see what emotion comes up for that. And once you are able to give that emotion name, give it an emotional intensity from 0 being absolutely nothing to 10 being extremely off the grid intense. For this steeplechase runner, it was frustration for her. She was very, very frustrated with herself and not getting any results. Okay, so now that you have that emotion connected to that particular event, do you feel it in your body anywhere? And if so, how does that feel? Perfect. Go ahead and follow along with me. Give it a try, even if you've never used the emotional freedom techniques, and see if it works. It's not going to hurt, and if anything, you'll get that immediate performance boost. So, starting on the side of your hand, it doesn't matter which hand, between your pinky and your wrist on this meaty part, you tap with the other fingers of the other hand, about the same pressure as if you were drumming your fingers on a tabletop. And once again, repeat after me. Even though I'm really frustrated with myself, because I've hit a wall, I can't leap over it yet. I don't know how. I deeply love and accept all parts of myself. Now let's go ahead and tap above our eyebrows. This performance frustration. Go to the side of your eyes. I'm frustrated that nothing seems to work. Under your eyes, right on your cheekbones. I feel a performance block, and I don't know what to do. One hand under your lips. I've tried everything I've known. I've gritted my teeth. I've white-knuckled it. I've trained more. And I'm still blocked under your lips. I'm deeply frustrated that my performance has come to a halt. And nothing just seems to work. Collarbone. This performance frustration of not feeling prepared. Under your arms. I've been training all these years. I've always improved. So it's confusing why I've hit this block. Top of your head. I've hit this wall and I can't get out of my own way. Or at least it feels that way. Right now, I can't see the other side. And I don't like that. Go to your eyebrows and let's do some positive tapping statements. I know what I can do. Go to the side of the eyes. I've been through tough challenges before, and I've always won. Under your eyes, right on your cheekbones. What if I take a leap of faith? One hand under your nose. I'm ready to rise up to the challenge with ease and grace. Under your lips. I'm excited about the possibilities that I can get to the other side of this wall. Collarbone. I have it within me to take a leap of faith. And I trust that I can do that. Under your arms. I'm fully committed to doing whatever's necessary. Even this silly tapping stuff. Because I'm committed to moving forward and giving it all I've got. Top of your head. My body's been preparing for this moment in time. I'm ready to take on the challenge, connect with my core and my reason for doing this, and my love to push myself. I'm ready to take that leap of faith. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and exhale. Do you feel a little body buzz going through you? And that emotional intensity that you had before, is it at the same intensity now, or did it shift in any way? A shift going down or going up? Either way I see is progress. And maybe something else came up for you as we were going through this tapping sequence. If so, that might be the next thing for you to just focus on and do some more tapping around. And if you felt it in your body anywhere, did that change, move, go away in any way? Once again, any shift I see as a positive one. If you're not down to a 0 yet, go through this whole tapping sequence again, getting even more specific. And drink some water, lots of water, because we're working with energy. And that way you continue to get long-lasting benefits from the tapping. So what I want you to do is, your challenge is to work on whatever you find as your distractions, what you feel your blocks are, one thing at a time, get as specific as possible, see if it's related to an old event that happened before, and go ahead and give it a try with the EFT. Use it for a week and see what happens. The worst thing is no changes. The best thing is you'll have some release of those distracting thoughts, those frustrations, whatever it is that was getting in the way of you having that performance boost. This works very, very quickly. You can do it on your own and see results. I'd love to hear a comment from you of what your takeaways were, what your insights, what the experience was for you. And please hit the likes button. If you're interested in my free video training series, 7 Essential Steps to Peak Performance, go to my website, expertsportsperformance.com, put your name and email address in the upper right-hand side. Immediately, you'll get that video download. And once again, let me know what you took away from this video and hit the likes button. My mission is to show you how to stay cool when the heat is on. Lauren Fogelman, expertsportsperformance.com.